Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me for another Casual Couch Vibes. We are continuing in Final Fantasy 16. I am your host, Voodoo Pickles. Very excited. What are we doing? Oh, yes. I remember now. I'm sorry. My nose is really itchy and I just want to sneeze so much today for no reason whatsoever. So we did a time skip, so we are the new Cid. And this is the new hideout. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is staying nice and warm. Hey, Tuma. It is cold as balls here. It was 0 degrees earlier, but I think it's negative now, not counting wind chill or real feel.
There you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Oh, Gab's still there. That's good.
If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yeah, this is where she's chosen
Oh,
to go.
snaps. Like, I'm so excited
sure
I am
she has
off
her
today
reasons.
and I don't have to be outside. Yesterday, it was in the sun. It got to a whole 8 degrees when I was at work, so that was fun. It was so cold. Today's supposed to be bad here. I guess it was. I'm off today, so I did not go outside. Stayed in my PJs all day trying to get my capture card ready for hopefully putting a camera on the PS5 so we do that. However, that did not work out. My laptop's like, you know what? I don't think I want to do the thing. And I was like, come on, just try and do the thing. And it's like, how about no? And then when I kind of got it to do the thing, my adorable puppers over there, looking all guilty on his bed, was like, you know what? I'm going to get in your way. Just all of this in your way. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, this wire? You need this wire here? How about I step on it? That would be funny, right? That'd be so funny. Oh, we don't have any points for nothing else. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's talk to Vivian. But very excited. I have a nice
Trust I'm not intruding.
Bud Light Lime beer. Well, the chili that we're going to be eating for dinner is finishing up cooking. I'm so excited. It smells so delicious in here, you
Oh, I
guys.
say the same of you. Vivian Ninetails.
Oh, Ninetails? What?
Only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
Is this multiple choice? What's going on here?
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has
Oh,
endured,
history lesson.
recent
Okay.
days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion An altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which
Oh,
could
they did do the
legitimately
thing.
claim
Okay.
to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born
Who
in Twinside.
indeed?
Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
I don't like
Even.
these little errands that they keep
Right.
putting me on.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
That remains to be seen. Hypocrites. Since we ended the last stream with Sid dying and us becoming the new Sid, and we time jumped about 3 years. I want to say 5 years. He looks like a full-grown adult now, and his hair keeps getting fluffier. So they're introducing us now to all of the new stuff. Tim, did you not see the kaiju fights in the previous streams? Dude, it's like, what?
Swordsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
Don't know.
I believe this
Thinking
belongs
about
to
it
you.
now.
Vivian asked me to return.
Has to be around, but I don't know. Because our time skip in the last stream
Really?
was just
Our resident scholar
was a
devours
fight
books
trying
faster
to
than young Tet does lemon tarts.
save bears.
Would that I could do the same. But alas,
I had
we
Jill
don't
there. I don't
possess the
remember if
necessary
Torgal was there.
constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old
I
historian.
wouldn't expect so. It's like the cheeseburger bobbleheads from Far Cry 5 that I wanted. They were ridiculously priced.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as moogles.
Old man is
The
lying
twins
to
seem
children.
well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others. and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should
Yeah,
get
let's
some
go
rest while
talk
I
to
can.
Gav. I like Gav.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The
I was
scowl
like,
did
who
most
is
of the
that?
work. Before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a Stolas. All right. I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the Tavern Crown for me.
Still smitten with the servant guard, are you? Fair one, lad.
There's the letter. Oh, I have a whole table for reading. I love that. That's what I need. I just need a library, like in my for realsies life. Reports, letters, blah, 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 blah. Missives. Okay. The Republic's play. The Republican Army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. Okay. He's blinded in one eye.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
To do what? Tell me, Clive. He did not. He did not say
But
anything.
look
to
how
us.
far we've come. All that we have here,
That is
our friends,
not his
the
sister.
hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
His childhood friend.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that That
Thing.
thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
Oh, we get to see Joshua's side now. Just the generalized Final Fantasy
And so the
theme.
North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far,
Very
far
nice.
worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more.
It's in all the Final Fantasies.
The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to
Intrude.
intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well. What would make Martha leave the rest?
I feel like I'm finna find out. Oh, is it that way? This way? No. Oh, there is a door there. Why are you making me go just all over the place? Go all the way around. I'd be so annoyed if I get down here and somebody's like, "Oi! I need help with this one thing, or let's have a very long conversation for no reason." You could have just
What do we
told
know,
me in the
Otto?
room.
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual.
The
But
usual,
somewhere
okay.
in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip around the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Okay. You guys can't see it, but I'm looking up something. I just have to keep scrolling. So much scrolling. I post a lot of ridiculous stuff, if you guys don't know. I really like puns. Alright, I can't fight it. Never mind. What are we doing? Curse breakers. Okay. I think I go down this way and then go to the map. And then we go to a different part of the map and do the thing. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. But I feel like we're out of the tutorial area now.
Finish with that box, Ed. Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Bilge.
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Oh.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland.
Obolus.
Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands.
It's like asking what
Now,
my favorite food is.
I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Okay.
Never been to Curltail Falls myself. Never seen a curl for that matter. Not that I want to. I heard they'll tear a man from cock to crown soon as look at him. Good thing all we need is some wax from a thorny pitcher. How hard
Thorny
could that
pitcher.
be?
Can I not go and do stuff? Inaccessible. Ah, okay. From cock to crown. I hope you don't need me to explain what that means.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Staying where we are for now, I reckon. The boys from the garage.
Let's get you to physical, shall we?
Someone said you'd be coming. I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. It appears you
The amount of cursing in this game
Could
is
say that, yes.
funny.
They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm.
No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
Oh no.
Bastards.
The
I'll
bastards.
go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Okay.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
You know what would be really useful right now? A chocobo.
Look. Up ahead. Martha.
Oh.
Are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then... they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
I feel like we're gonna be walking into a massacre. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Last time we saw Martha, she was like, we can't afford to have...
Joke. There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they defend all her citizens.
We can't afford to get like good bearers. Like they were all bearers who were needed to be made comfortable. Oh, there's Torgal. There you go, Tuma. Level 19 Killer Bee? What is this? Center for Ants? Always does. Hey, I got a trophy. It's called I Am the Thunder.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Oh.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Yeah! Yes. That's what I did when the battle first started. Boom.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
I did.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Cid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Cid, where are you? Cid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive.
Oh.
He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Riddick's jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting.
Oh, so now I
guess
have to do it.
someone
I'll do it.
There it is.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Clive does not do delegation. Stupid walls. Alright, so I can't go over there. Okay, I have to go all the way around because water is walled off. What are you? Rank C. A bounty? Oh, looks like I'm gonna kill you. Notorious marks. Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While fight is always an option, defeating these notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that may be used to craft new gear or upgrade existing items. Okay.
Spotted us full blood. What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
I like Sid. Sid and Gabs are great. we go. It's like, man, that last little bit of HP is taking forever. Ash and a meteorite. Okay. That was not super special, by the by.
That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Yes. Little return button is so great. Okay, I'm gonna talk to Martha and then I'll BRBs while this little cutscene's going on. It's time for food.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Alright, I'm gonna turn to the hideaway.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
We're not to move.
I think this is where we also get a chocobo.
You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
Yeah, I'll save some chocobos.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
All right. Let's go save some chocobos.
That's quite a name for a chocobo.
Oh, there's a feather.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds.
Oh yeah, that was his.
Looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
We got you
Aw,
cornered,
snappers.
Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then.
I see you try, my dude.
Warn you.
A chocobo poacher? How dare you? Yeah! Ah! Stagger is great. Yes.
You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be.
Totally could be. This game is just full of things that you thought were dead that are not.
It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
You're welcome.
Thankfully they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are.
Adorable.
Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Or something.
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
what is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Yes.
Doesn't she
Give her a little eye patch and everything.
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
On the house.
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old White Heart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. but she's earned her right to happiness and more besides.
Guys, this chili
Don't you
is
worry.
delicious.
We'll get along just fine without her. You hear
Will you,
that,
though?
Reinhardt? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you.
It is delicious, Tuma.
When those chocobos swarmed my car on the road, didn't you?
Oh, hey, look, it's that one dude.
No, that can't be.
Who was a dick to us.
That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me.
Chili
Silly
is
sod that
really
I
great
am.
to have
Baby,
in this
don't
cold
mind.
weather.
Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
I like how this guy learned some humility now that the Imperials are just bearing down on
Take
everybody.
care of the flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Almost leveled up. $18 years. Okay, so from when we started the game, and then we went back into the flashback showing us at escorting Joshua. It's like 32. Oh, that's math. Okay. I was going to try and do math, but I'm not good at that. But it was 18 years from when he was with Joshua. And the Empire did not come into Rosaria. When he lost what he thought was everything, which he lost nothing, apparently, except for his country, but that's a little different because his mom did that. 18 years. It's been 18 years. All right, Tuba, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it.
Come on.
Aw, snaps. There we go. He's the cutest chocobo to ever have chocoboed. Alright, where are we going? Ah! Ugh. Left. The resistance to get him to gallop is pretty awesome and ridiculous. Are there other chocobos following us? Oh, okay, that's Jill. I forgot she was here. That was my bad.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
That's true. Trees do not have teeth. But do these as well? Like, I don't know, they have thorns. I don't think they actually have, like, teeth. I mean, if you're gonna start splitting hairs, just saying. Yeah. Oh, go level 25.
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
So cute. Whoa. All right, there we go.
Where's Gav?
I hear there's trouble.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Man, everybody lost an eye.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
I like how it's been years and years and years. and who's just figuring this out.
World, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Okay. That's where we get renowned.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Let's go do it. It's gonna be tough going after the mother crystals one by one, though. They should have been building up forces to do a coordinated attack, but that's just in my opinion. It seems like they're struggling.
Did you find me some wax?
I
Fine is one way
did.
of putting it.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as my old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him.
Aww.
And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
All right. Let's go, bro.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past.
Uh-huh.
If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Okay. Bloodlines.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
I would assume so.
Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Got all these chocobos.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Thought they were loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. It would be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You
Let's go
fancy
find
dancing
out.
a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions? 100? I heard there were 1,000.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
Well, what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Oh, I was there.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
This is the same thing they said
Sorry,
years before.
It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do?
If we stop talking as much.
Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Yeah, chocobo.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Mm-hmm.
Run like the wind.
Ever since the apothecary, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapsing?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Get him! Go! You'll finish this one!
Nice. Hold up, I'm lost. Oh my goodness, I'm lost. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We go one of two ways, we're gonna go this way. For funsies, you know? Sorry guys, the right joystick on my controller is drifting up and down. That's why it's doing that choppy motion. I just picked up the first controller that was on here, and it was fine until I got into the game. This is stupid.
More of my mother's men.
I was like, where did it go? There it is. Okay. Left. Oh, I just wanted the shiny thing. That's a lot of blood.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
How
Why then,
dare you?
we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
I'll show you the true secret area.
I read I was not on the fire one, so I don't just teleport.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry. Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
This was my mother's doing.
All of this is your mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
To send a message. He told
I
you.
never truly understood her. But this...
His mother does not like her. Or like him. And now he's interfering with her rule of things, so
madness drives her.
Obviously she's not happy.
We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, They may already be in Port Isolde.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Ready, go?
No need to ride from here. They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I feel like they shouldn't be as surprised by this as they are. And I'm surprised by their surprise. You know?
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving!
Have mercy.
Okay.
Viceland's dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here.
No, enough
Fuck off.
These bastards! Those crystals belong to us all!
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties. Cut you down where you stand.
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
Rabble. Rabble, rabble, rabble.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
They were looking for you, my dude. They wanted to send a message to you.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned, then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Lazarus Bandit.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be.
He's the shield. Can you not? I forgot your name, my dude. I'm so sorry. It's from the beginning.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
Wade!
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before
Massacred.
the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing...
So if Clive's like
then the blood of their
32,
next victims will be on
then
my
Wade's
hands.
like 40. Oh, hi. Hi, Steve.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name.
My little chunky marshmallow like sitting right behind my head.
Continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
In the flesh.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough. Now that I have you and Lady Jill for
Like
company.
3 to 5.
I doubt I could have done this on my own.
Because we met 2 Black Shield groups.
You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Ed have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end
Vengeance.
to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Alright, let's go. Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Checks out, checks out.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Look at me sideways.
Come along now.
Ah!
Bastards are lucky.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Let's go, bro.
What is it now? I told you! We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
The Black Shields do love to talk.
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
This one.
Bloody hell.
we've had to fight their battles for them.
More dragons. Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm
Yeah.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Lurk of the Lost and Dark.
So Wade! There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Get him!
I really love the Talon thingies, but what's annoying is once you start doing the little thing, it won't stop. I missed him on one of those, and I was like, damn it. Look at it. I'm still doing the thing. Like, there he is, watching me from a distance, trying to do the thing.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Hey, stay away from my beer. The dog keeps getting super close to just my beer, and he's just like, I want to tip this over. The smallest cat we have, Percy, is just staring at him. They've been chasing each other all day today.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades'
Like,
endeavors?
it must be my
Since
day
the
off.
beginning.
They're just going
Lord
bananas.
Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither
Twice
waif
over
nor
now.
wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Okay.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
The last stream we did, everybody kept like just glancing at him and being like, oh, it's you! And then they gave him his father's clothes.
You would mock me as well?
I'm like, it's really you. And it's just like now, everybody's just like, we don't know
It is I,
anybody.
Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Drop the weapon.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in
Black
death,
Flint.
must thou plague me still?
I like that.
Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddu in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
He's always so surprised with all the
See that
things.
you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Like, at this point, I'm like, you are a grown-ass adult. You need...
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you?
Ugh.
Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy. Now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could.
That was in the second episode,
So I
I
became
think.
their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Because he went through
Thank you.
the exact same
Clive.
thing of, I'm a monster.
I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others. Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Ah, yes, Vivian. All right, everybody. So we are going to save here before we're put into another huge part, the next part of the story. And this video will be up for my Patreons, and then it'll be up publicly for any of you who missed it. Although you wouldn't hear that until later. So, yeah. It makes sense. It's fine. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, afternoon, whatever it is where you are. And I did ask what the next game we will be playing on my PC for Wine Time Wednesdays. I asked my community on a few different platforms, and Dragon Age Inquisition won out. So we'll be starting the story of that on this upcoming Wednesday. And I won't have a usual video up tomorrow morning. Hopefully I'll be able to have that up in the afternoon, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I have 2 days off, and today I did absolutely nothing but just chill on the couch and watch movies. I did watch No Country for Old Men for the first time today, so that was a pretty great movie. Did not know Did not know what I was missing with it. I knew the story of it. I knew the characters of it just from, because it's been out for so long. But I got to watch that. So I think I'm going to watch a horror movie right now and eat some more chili. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't forget to do all the YouTube things, like, subscribe, all of that stuff. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.